All right. Okay. Let's make sure the live has started. All right. We got sound. We're good to go. What's going on, family? Day, wow, day 49. It's crazy. Live 49 days straight. What's going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I'm Mr. Kingdom Cash Charles Dyson, 39 years young, uh, originally from Philadelphia, PA. Have not worked a traditional job since 2013, and I spend my time helping other people realize that they can do the same. That you can elevate. You can get to a place where you don't have to work a job. You're making more money than you've ever made in your entire life. I've helped people all over the world retire in less than 365 days with the information that I have, the information that I share. And I love helping people come to these realizations, right? That I believe that when your mindset changes, your belief changes. And when your belief changes, your activity changes. And when you take the right actions, when you do the right activity, you get the right results. So everything starts with the way you think. And for me, that's how it happened. I shifted my mentality and money started rushing into my life, right? Because I started taking the right actions. I love helping people come to these realizations that help them realize that they can do more, they can have more, and experience more. And that's why I decided to go live 90 days straight and share these pieces of information. So today will be no different. It's day 49, 49 days straight, right? And today I want to talk about this subject that I don't take lightly, right? I don't assume that everybody knows this, right? And when I first heard it, it wasn't too profound when I first heard it, right? But when I thought about it, and I read a book by one of my great mentors, rest in peace to Bob Proctor. He wrote a book called You Were Born Rich. You Were Born Rich. And one of the underlying principles of that book is the title of this particular video, right? Day 49 is all about you were created to win. You were created to win. Um, you were not created to fail. Uh, and right now, you have everything you need. Right now, you have everything you need to start winning at everything you do. That's the big realization. You're not missing anything. And like I said, when I first heard you were created to win, it wasn't too profound. It was like, okay, cool, tell me more, right? But when you really think about it, do we behave like we were created to win? If you're honest with yourself, if you're really truthful, do you behave like you can win at anything? And most people don't. Most people don't. If you behaved like you could win at anything, you would win at anything. If you started things with the attitude like you couldn't fail, you wouldn't experience failure. But the gurus, they say that success is just going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, if I'm being honest. Because the principle is this is true, doubt and belief can't exist at the same time, they can't occupy the same space. Doubt and belief cannot occupy the same space. So if I'm focused on failure, but looking for success, it's It's kind of like planting an apple seed and expecting an orange. Doesn't make sense, does it? So this concept that we were created to win is massively important to understand. It should be the foundation of everything we do. Even when you don't know, right? Anything you don't know, you have the capacity to learn. So even when you're missing information, it's not an excuse to remain the same. It's not an excuse to not press forward because you can learn and you have the capacity to grow. So even that's not an excuse for why people fail. Do you understand? Like, you were created to win from inception. Everybody. Now, here's the truth. Will everybody win? No. Everybody won't win. Not because they can't win, but because they haven't decided to win. I need you to understand the distinction. Everybody was created to win. Everybody can win. Everybody won't win. Not because they can't win, but because they haven't made the decision to win, or they don't have the faith and belief to win. How you perceive everything matters. How you perceive everything matters. The interesting thing about people is, here's the analogy. There's a staircase, a very big staircase. So big you can't see the top of the staircase. But here's how most people live. They won't attempt to climb the staircase because they can't see the top, even though the first step is right in front of them. That's an analogy for goals. The goal is huge. The desire for the goal is there. But some people get caught up on the how. They can't fathom how they can achieve this goal. And so they never start. They never even attempt. They never begin, simply because the goal is too big. When the first step is right in front of them, and all you got to do is take it. And the second step is right in front of them, and all you got to do is take it. And the third step is right in front of them, and all you got to do is take it. And the fourth step is right in front of them, and all you got to do is take it. See, it's simple. You don't have to see the top. You don't even have to know how you're going to get there. But belief requires activity. And if you believed you could reach the goal, you would move towards it. Simple. If you believed that you really could have it, you would go after it. But a lot of people don't understand that from inception, from the very beginning, you were created to win. You were not created to fail. You were not created to experience failure. Anybody who tells you different, oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't know if y'all ready. You might want to turn this video off right here if you get offended easily, because I'm about to say some very foundational truths that's going to be a little bit hard for some people to receive, but it's the truth, right? I'm going to try to give it to you with a little bit of sugar. I'm going to try, right? I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but what I am trying to do is help you understand the mental cage that you have been in to no fault of your own. Ready? Here we go. Christians, A lot of you have been taught to fail. Your pastors have done you a disservice. A lot of you have been taught to hope, and hope never changed anybody's life. A lot of you have been taught that if you can't have it in this life, at least you'll get it in the afterlife. So you remain docile and stagnant, waiting for the sky daddy to drop something in your lap. And it ain't coming. Not gonna come. Some pastors have done you a disservice to put you in hope and keep you there. It's not how it works. Waiting for God to move, that's a term for laziness. I'm waiting for God to move. No, you're lazy. You're lazy. And you haven't used your God-given intellect, your God-given talent and gifts to take steps towards what you want. Did Jesus ever wait for God to move? Read your Bible. Hmm. 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 I'm trying to be nice. I really am. But it's true. It is true. You've been given intuition. You've been given perception. You've been given a will. And just in case you didn't know, God's will is good, which means all good things are God's will. So whatever you can imagine that's good, it's his will. Let's demystify this stuff. Let's demystify it. Whatever you imagine that is good, it's God's will. Because God's will is good. So that means that if you can imagine it and it's good, you can have it. And all you got to do is what? Use what you've been given. Get a piece of paper, get a pen, make a plan, write it, make sure it's clear, make sure it's understandable, set the goal. Doesn't matter how big the goal is, set it. And if that's what you want, if that's what you desire, if you build the faith and the belief that you can have it, then take the step towards it. What's the first step? What is the first step? Not the how, the decision. Decide that that's what you're going to do. Decide that that's what you want. And that's the first step. Make the decision that you're going to go get it. And then take the first step. The end, the how, all of that doesn't matter. What matters is you take action towards it. Faith without works is dead. Come on, mama. Faith without works is dead. It's dead. And pastors have taught you, they have eloquently convinced you that faith without works yields results. You know what that's called? Waiting for miracles. Waiting for the miracle to happen. Now, am I saying miracles don't happen? No, that's not what I'm saying. But a lot of pastors have taught people to be docile. Right? Without moving. And just hoping and praying for something to happen. God is moved and he ain't moving again. I mean, how much more do you want? Read your Bible. How much more do you want? If you believe that Jesus is God. And he came down from heaven. And he lived the perfect life. And then sacrificed himself for you. Took the most brutal beating known to man. Hung on that cross for you. Died. Rose again for you. To give you all power. You. Just to have you sit there praying and hoping for God to move again? How much moving you want him to do? What else can he do? I mean, read it. Read your Bible. If this is what you believe. Ooh, 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 ooh. If you behave like there was no separation between you and God, you would get better results. I ask, I ask Christians all the time. When you're praying, where do your prayers go? When you pray, where do your prayers go? You know the answer I get most times? To heaven. They go to heaven. No, they don't. Yes, they do. They go to heaven. No, they don't. No, they don't. Where's God? In heaven. No, he's not. Yes, he is. He's in heaven. No, he's not. Read your Bible. Where is he? He's in you. Ain't that what it says? He's in you. Where do your prayers go? Within you. Where's the kingdom of heaven? Within you. If you behave like there was no separation between you and God, you would get better results. King of kings, Lord of lords. See, when your belief says that God is separate from you, you won't behave like you have the answers. You'll be searching for the answers outside of yourself. Whew. But when you behave like God is within you, you move with a much stronger sense of power. You move with a much more intensified belief system. When you believe that God is separate from you, then you're in a position where you can get to a place where you feel like you're not heard. God's not hearing me. Why would he? You don't act like his child. You act like a peasant. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it like that. I shouldn't have said it like that. You act like you're less than. If your nature was that you were created in his image, why do you behave like you weren't? I'm just asking questions about your belief system. If your belief system is broken, your actions are broken. If your actions are broken, your results will be broken. Pastors have done millions of people a disservice because they don't teach that you were created to win. They don't teach that there is no separation between you and God. They don't teach that you have the ability, that you were born with everything you need to succeed. You were born with it. The billionaire business owner is not better than you. He used the same gifts, talents, intellect, perception, will, planning, meticulous action, detail, attention to detail, doggone itness, not taking no for an answer. We all have those capabilities. He used it, she used it, you're not. When are you going to start using what you were created with? When are you going to start using what you were created with? You were born with these things. You have perception, you have will, you have the ability to plan, you have the ability to get a piece of paper and write the vision and make it plain. So those that may hear it will run. We hear that all the time. How many people apply it? It's millions of people who spend who fill their gas tanks up, drive to church, go into the building, take the children to children church, sit in the pew, listen to this man or woman stand on this pulpit for an hour, hour and a half, dance, praise, sing, shout, all of it, just to leave the church just as devoid as they were when they walked in. They go for the feeling, not for the answers. If more people were empowered, they would act like they had the power. I'm done playing church. I'm done with that. If we're going to do it, let's do it. Like, do you believe what it says or not? If more people believed that they were created to win, you were born, you were, wow, I'm about to mess with your religion a little bit. You ready? I'm about to mess with your religion a little bit. You ready? If more people believed that they were born gods, they would behave like the God that they say they serve. Go read it. check the reference. Let's see if I'm telling the truth or if your pastor's telling the truth. Let's see. I'll have this discussion with any pastor on the planet. Let's open up the word. Let's really see what it says. I've always wondered why Bible study was a controlled environment where the pastor can say what's in the Bible, but the people can't ask questions about what's being preached. Whenever I go to a study, if you go to college and you sit under a professor, the professor can teach and the students can raise their hand and ask questions. But that's a controlled environment. I'm being preached at. I'm not really being taught. I'm being told. I'm not really being raised. There's a difference. I'm not your average believer. No, I'm really about it. If we gonna walk it, let's walk it. If we gonna do it, let's do it. Hello, somebody. Can you hear me now? You were created to win. Period. If you're not winning, look at your activity. Look at your results. Look at your belief system. If you're not winning, look at the foundational principles that you live by. If the fruit ain't there, something's wrong with the seed. Look at the seed. It starts there. The seed is what multiplies. If the foundation ain't right, you can't get a skyscraper. It's going to crumble every time. If you're not winning in life, if you're not winning at a high level, look at the foundation. Look at the belief system. Some people are taught to be docile. Some people are taught to literally go through life accepting whatever comes their way, not understanding that you have the power. You have the dudamos. I think that's how you say it. You have the power. You have the ability. You have the creative license to change the results. You have it. It's not outside of you. You don't have to go look for it or search for it. I don't allow my kids to say, I got to find myself. No, you don't. No, you don't. Your daddy will tell you who you are. That's how it's supposed to go. The confidence comes from what you are taught. Your belief system that you have right now is not yours. It's given to you by somebody. And if you sit under wrong teaching for a lifetime, no wonder no results are coming. If the Bible says what you're supposed to be, you're supposed to be above and not beneath. There's all these stories, all of them. All these stories in the Bible that are about winning. And you think you're supposed to be the loser? You think you're supposed to just accept things as they come? No. You think you're supposed to wait for some perfect circumstance to happen before you can start experiencing life at a higher level? No. Absolutely not. Some people like the version of Jesus that was calm and spoke in parables. Y'all want to know the version of Jesus I like? The one that went into the temple and flipped the tables and started whipping people. That's the one I like. I like that one. Well, you want to know who my favorite disciple was? Peter, the one that had the sword and was ready to wreck some shit. Y'all, I'm about to cuss. Peter was ready to wreck some stuff. That's the one I like. I'm about that. I like that energy. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's change. Let's shift some stuff. Let's win. If we ain't talking about winning, what we talking about? If we're not talking about elevating, what we talking about? Anything else is a waste of time. If you got a choice between winning and losing, why would you keep picking losing? If you got a choice between believing and doubting, why would you pick doubt? Don't make sense to me. That's why this foundational principle, you were created to win. You got to understand it. You got to get a deep, intimate understanding of that. You were created to win. I don't care what the circumstance in your life look like right now. If you knew what I was going through right now, you would. Y'all, all right, I'm going to say it right now. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Because I'm on this right here. I'm going through stuff right now. I want you to understand, just because you have money doesn't mean you don't go through things. Does not mean that. I'm going through some real stuff. But you can't tell. I'm still winning. Still winning. Listen, I'm like a runaway freight train. Nothing is getting in the way of the vision that I have set Nothing is stopping me. Nothing. There is not an event in my life that I would allow to slow me down. Nothing. Because I made a decision. And the decision is valid. It will not decline. It will not return to me void. It must happen because I said so. And I operate like I'm God. I operate like I can't fail. Let there be light. It's still dark. Where the light at? Is that what it say? Let there be light. And there was light. That means that when he speaks, there's no doubt. Watch this. There's no delay. That's the frequency I'm getting to. There's no delay. I speak it and then I start seeing it immediately. That's the frequency that I'm attaining to. No separation. No hesitation. No circumstance that will allow me to stop, falter, doubt, slow down. No. You either with me or you're watching me win. That's the only options. You're either tuning into my TV shows on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Threads. You're tuning in on YouTube. You're tuning into my TV show, or you're winning with me. And people can't stop watching me because I'm contagious. I only build people up. I only show you how to win. You're only going to get fed from me things that are going to swell your belief. You're either watching me or you're winning with me. Period. And anybody who doubt me, I'm going to make them look like fools. I don't even see the haters. I don't discuss haters. They're not even on my radar. I don't do things because I want to prove haters wrong. I do things because I know I'm right. I know who I am. I know what's in me. I know what I'm about to see. I know what's about to manifest in my life. No doubt whatsoever. I don't do things with haters on my mind. I do things to prove myself and my vision valid. You were created to win. So why are we thinking about doubt? Why are we thinking about failure? Why are we thinking about limitations? Why are we thinking about what we can't do? Why do you hear an opportunity and then you start thinking about all the reasons why it won't work? Why do you think that way? I'm telling you right now, that's not your thoughts. Because you were created to win. So any thoughts of doubt, failure, any hesitation towards something that actually would help your life, that's a paradigm you were given. You were taught somewhere. You viewed and heard and learned failure. You learned, viewed, and heard doubt and received it. You can cleanse that. You can release all of that. You were created to win. You don't have to operate like failure is a possibility. No, you don't. And I stand on that. Pastors have done millions of people a disservice. I stand on that. Because if it was real, if what they were saying was so transformational, people would come in one way and they would go out better, with more activity, with more vigor towards elevation, towards winning in every area of their life, spiritually, mentally, financially, emotionally, physically. If it was so transformational, people wouldn't go week in, week out and still get the same results in their life. If it was so transformational. If you ain't getting the results, something wrong with the seed. That's a universal principle. That works for whoever wants to apply it. Take an apple seed, put it in the ground, water it, and give it sunlight. You will not get an orange tree. You will not get anything other than an apple tree. Plant the right seeds, water it. What's the water? Attention. Attention. The seed, take the seed. What's the seed? The seed is the vision. Plant it. What's the soil? Your mind. What's the water? Attention. Focus. What's the sunlight? Belief. Take that and work with that with the right intention, with the right mentorship, with the right opportunity. The only thing you can do is win. The only thing you can do is win. When you remove all thoughts of doubt, fear, what if it don't work? When you remove all thoughts of failure, what's the only thing you're left with when all of that stuff dissipates? What's the only thing you're left with? The only thing you're left with is thoughts of winning, thoughts of elevating, thoughts of performing at a high level, thoughts of high belief in your self-worth. That's the only thing that's left. Which version of yourself do you think you need to be to really start getting the results that you want? Common sense question. Which version of yourself do you think you need to be in order to really start getting what you have in your mind to manifest and experience in your reality? Which version of yourself do you think you need to be? You were created to win, and you need to get a very deep, intimate understanding of what that means. And I outlined it as best as I possibly can over these last 35 minutes. And I hope you receive it. Now, like I said, I tried to say it as nice as I possibly could. If your feelings got hurt, listen, I can't apologize for it. That's your perception. All I can do is tell you the truth. Do with it whatever you please. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. What it say? And the truth will what? The truth will keep you in a cage? The truth will stagnate you? I don't think that's what it says. It said, and the truth will what? Will set you free. Be free. Win. Stop losing. Decide to stop losing. Win. Don't be afraid of any opportunity. If it's right for you, say yes. If it's not, say no. Simple. And this is a timely message. Listen to me carefully. This is a timely message. This is a very timely message. A lot of people are about to suffer because they're docile. They won't do anything. They won't take any proper action. You need to get rich immediately, as fast as humanly possible, because there is going to be no middle class. There will be wealthy people and there will be poor people. You got to decide which one you're going to be. And if you are confused about the two, go watch day 44, day 45, day 46, day 47 of my 90 days of value. Start from day one if you got to, but you better get a different thought. You better get your, I'm about to cuss, you better get your rear in gear. You better start moving. I'm telling you, you better do it now. This is the, watch this. This is so true. This is the easiest time in human history to make great money. This is the easiest time in human history to become a millionaire, a centimillionaire, a billionaire. It's never been easier than it is now because of all the things that are converging at one time. The speed in which information can be shared, the technology that we're on right now, whether you're watching me on a laptop, a tablet, a cell phone, right? Not a cell phone, a smartphone. The decentralizing of money, the invention. There is never been easier than right now to change your life. $10,000 a month is the starting point to freedom. And that might seem like a lot of money to some people on this live. I promise you, it's not. It's the starting point to freedom. I'm telling you right now, this is a timely message. And maybe you're not a Christian. Maybe you're a Muslim. Maybe you're Hindu. It doesn't matter what you are. Right? Don't miss the point. Behave like you can't fail. Stop looking outside of yourself for someone to validate you. Validate yourself as a winner and then go win. And watch this. Hang around winners. You want to increase your chances of winning? Watch this. You might need, this is me. I'm different. You might need to stop talking to the people that you've been talking to, wasting time on a phone talking about stuff that don't matter. I'm about to cuss. Talking about stuff that don't matter. You might need to evaluate who you call friend. Get some wealthier friends. Get some richer friends. Because what they can teach you can actually help you. Watch this. Maybe you got the plan and you go to your friends like, all right, y'all, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to get rich together. And your friends look at you like, what you talking about? If that's the reaction you get, that's all you need to know. Oh, y'all some brokies. Y'all like being brokies. Oh, we could party together. We could have fun together. We could watch games together. We could chill together. We can go out together, but we can't make money together? Oh, no, I got to separate. I'm sorry. I thought we was on the same page. Get some higher elevated friends. Talk to them. All my friends are money makers. All my friends are business partners. All my friends are elevating. Either they are elevated or guess what? I'm coaching them and they're elevating with me. All my friends are money makers. If you want to win, here's a clue. Get around some winners. Stop hanging with losers. And let me help you. There ain't a thick line between the two. They go in one or two buckets. You're either progressing or you're regressing. You're either advancing or you're going backwards. It ain't a thick line. Judge them. I'm telling you, judge them now. We grown. What I look like giving you an explanation of why I ain't picking up my phone no more. I'm just different. I'm serious about my goals. What I look like placating to you and your feelings. You change. You ain't the same no more. What? I like the no, stay broke. I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm going. We grown. You out here slipping and sliding, riding and gliding. Procreating, having kids. Worried about the wrong stuff. And you ain't advancing? Come on now. What we doing? Are we winning or are we not winning? What we doing? What are we doing? Get serious about your life and stop acting like you owe anybody an an explanation of why you're doing what you're doing. No, you either get why I'm doing you either get with the program or you're getting left behind. I'm not staying average. I'm not staying regular. I'm meant for more. I'm meant to live at the highest level. I'm meant to go to restaurants that ain't even open to the public. I'm meant to fly in ways that are not normal. I'm meant to live in the highest of high rises. I'm meant to live in very high ceilings. I'm meant to live in luxury. If you got a choice between luxury and regular, why would you choose regular? Don't judge me based on where I'm at now. Keep watching. And you should have the same attitude. Yeah, listen, let them laugh. Let them talk. Let them doubt you. How that little business going? That little business you told me about, how's that going? Eat that. Eat that. Eat that. Okay. My business is going well. Thanks for asking. But listen, do me a favor, keep watching. Ask me a year from now how that business is going. Keep watching. Ask me later on. And pay attention. Because that's hater talk. Pay attention. That's not a friend. That's somebody praying for your downfall. Pay attention to how they speak about you when you tried to help them. Pay attention. Take your business serious and take take little smart slick comments like that, take them serious. Get away from that person. That's not your friend. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. It don't take too much. I don't need to learn the lesson. I pay attention. I'm getting away from you as quick as possible. Either you rooting for me, you're working with me, but we not going to do that. We not going to do that. Pay attention. How that little business going? You make any money yet? Clock it. Pay attention. So no, I won't apologize if your feelings got hurt on this call, on this Zoom, on this Facebook Live, on this YouTube video. I'm not going to apologize. You needed to hear it. Either you received it or you didn't. That's your business. But I'm telling you right now, you better take heed. You better do something. If you don't know what to do, which I was in that position at one point in my life, I was struggling. I did not know what to do. I did not have the confidence. Guess what I did? I found a mentor. I found somebody who did know what they were talking about. What better person than the person that's educating you right now? If you want some help, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know what vehicle can take you from where you are right now to an elevated place quickly, then on this Facebook video, you need to comment in this comment section. Show me, Charles. I need it. I'm doing a call today. That's revolutionary. November 23rd, 2025. If you're watching this in the future, I guarantee you I got something for you. No matter where you are on the planet, I can help you. I've helped people all over this world retire in less than 365 days. Documented. Comment below, Charles, I need your help. Show me what you got. If you're elevated, if you're doing well in life, guess what? Doesn't matter. We can still work together. Comment, Charles. Let's connect. Let's talk. Let's ideate. Let's see what we can do together. Right? If you're watching this on YouTube, go to the comments, go to the description box. I got some powerful information down there. I got ways for you to reach out to me and contact me. Video call me on Facebook. Video call me on Instagram. Video call me. Text me. Voice message me. I respond. Email me. I give you several different ways to get in touch with me. I'm looking for more people to work with. I'm looking for more people to help elevate. And I'm not just going to give you the information and leave you to go do it by yourself. I'm going to do it with you. What I won't do is sell you. I'm not a salesperson. What I look like dragging you to success. That's not what I do. What I look like convincing you to come make money with me. That's not what I do. Tell me no. Tell me quick. Tell me now. I gotta go. I'm not waiting for your yes. With you or without you, I'm gonna keep winning. I'd rather win with you. I would rather win with you. And the same confidence you see me have, I'm going to infuse that into you. I'm going to help you understand how to do business at a high level, ethically, without having to beg anybody to work with you. The information is powerful all by yourself. Matter of fact, I got information where you don't need a soul. You could just apply it and make money. Teach people how to do that all the time. But no matter where you're watching this, get in touch with me. Let's win together. Right? If you want to go far, go with others. If you want to go slow, go alone. Wealth is a team building sport. I understand that intimately. Wealth is a team building sport. Now you can get rich, but why be rich? When you understand the difference between riches and wealth, riches you can lose. Wealth lasts longer than your lifetime. I'm on wealth. That's what I'm on. And I'm looking for people that want to be on the same type time. Y'all, this has been this has been day 49. Tomorrow's day 50. 50 days straight going live. Listen, if you enjoyed this one, you should go back and watch all my other ones because they're just as powerful. This is about shifting your mentality. When you have the right mentality, you can go produce the results you want. But when your thinking is incorrect, you will never get the results you want. That's what this is about. These 90 days of value is about shifting your perspective so you can see clearly how powerful you are. You can see clearly what needs to happen, what shift that needs to take place mentally so you can start performing at a high level. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Kingdom Cash Charles Dice, and this is what I tell people. I know if I can help you change your perspective, even if it's just a little bit, I can help you change your life. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.